The generosity of Vishwamitra was very famous and continues to be famous even today. We have come to an understanding of this personality's ever giving quality through various stories. One such story is very enthralling. Trishanku, the ruler of Ayodhya, a very capable king and an intelligent human being, once wondered to himself why only souls are allowed to enter heaven. Why can't humans, in their all flesh form, become a part of heaven? He went to Vashishta and begged him to send himself to the heavenly abode while he was still alive. Vashishta knew very well that he could not do such a task. Heaven was a place one entered after serving good all their life. He refused this demand of Trishanku and asked him to leave this thought. Trishanku wanted to visit heaven more desperately now and decided to go to Vashishta's 100 sons and request help. The sons were very angry after they learned that their father had refused him this request. They cursed Trishanku to be a Chandal. A Chandal is a person who deals with corpses and originates from Hindu literature. He is often considered to be from a backward background and, according to the older customs, even an untouchable. He immediately turned into a person whose body was covered in ashes. He wore black clothes and iron jewelry. He was almost unrecognizable, and hence his subjects did not believe him. He was driven out of his own kingdom. Trishanku roamed from place to place looking for a way to visit heaven before his death. It was as if his prayers were answered. He came across sage Vishwamitra when he was in exile. Vishwamitra, being the ever giving sage, agreed to help him and take him to heaven. He arranged for a massive sacrifice and ritual in order to make peace with the gods and get Trishanku what he wanted. This all was an attempt to get Trishanku into heaven in the body of a human being. None of the gods came to the yagna and accepted the sacrifice. This meant that they did not allow such a thing to happen and disrupt the entire system of the universe, birth, and death. Vishwamitra was very angry at this insult and he used his strong yogic powers along with the strong might to get Trishanku in heaven. He used his ladle, which he used to pour ghee into the Havan Kund, to raise Trishanku up to the gates of heaven. Trishanku kept rising and finally reached the gates of heaven. Indra denied entry to Trishanku into heaven as it was against the pre-decided orders and norms. He told Trishanku that he will have to return to the face of earth and wait to be eligible for heaven in the right form. Trishanku started falling rapidly, and a calm Vishwamitra requested and pleaded with the gods to make some amends. They were not going to allow entry to Trishanku, and that was final. Vishwamitra had given a word and he never failed at it. Keeping this in mind, he announced that he will be creating a whole different heaven for Trishanku. He started creating heaven with the help of his powerful mantras. He had almost completed the creation of Trishanku's heaven when Lord Brahma commanded him to stop this action immediately. He did not know what he was leading to and had to be stopped by the gods. He begged the gods to give him a way out. Since he had already promised Trishanku, he had to deliver on his word. He asked for permission from the gods to let Trishanku stay within the stars. He got to live in this heaven but upside down. A certain version of this story also says that he turned into a constellation, and the name of that constellation is Crux. Vishwamitra used up all his mantras and penance in giving this alternate heaven to Trishanku and had to start his penance and prayers towards becoming a Brahma Rishi and an equal with Vashishta once again.